All right. Okay, so we're gonna record this meeting. I was just telling you about my sister, Dr. Zahurin. She invited me to be part of this business last year in September, and I got excited about it, and I said, I'm joining you, my sister. And then from that moment, we then built the business for what it is today in South Africa, where we are building also with Mr. Alham Jazam. So I'm just introducing to you now to Dr. Zahurin. And I want to then, without wasting time, to hand over to our co-host, Dr. Zahurin, who would like also to give us some words of encouragement, especially now when we are 1 year old in South Africa. Over to you, my sister, Dr. Zahurin. Please talk to us.
Hi, assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, good evening over there in South Africa. By the way, for my friends in Malaysia, we are 6 hours difference. Okay, so we are in a completely different time zone. But okay, this is happening. But anyway, let me start by saying hello to respected founder and executive chairman of Quantum Metal, Dr. Lim Kong Soon, of course. Respected country partner and director of Quantum Metal South Africa, Mr. Sabelo Mahlela, my friend himself, my leaders. I have a feeling that Puan Emily is with us. So hello, Puan Emily, and leaders of merchant developer leader, Mr. Alham Jazam, and wife, Mrs. Nora, my South African partners in Quantum Metal, and my friends from all over the world. I saw on the chat book, from the chat group that there's also friends from Dubai, friends from Brunei is also in here, and within the group itself, there is also people from various parts of Africa. So hello and congratulations to Quantum Metal South Africa. So brother Sabelo, I cannot believe that it's been a year since we actually spoke about this. But I tell you, you know, when I shared this with Mr. Sabelo Mahlela and about this, I wasn't really sure whether this would take off when, you know, in South Africa, but I thought, okay, let's do it. And goodness, you know, the reaction from him is to say that, wow, you know, I showed him, I mean, you know, told him each of the products and solutions provided by Quantum Metal. And the first thing he said to me, my sister, you know, South Africa, Johannesburg, we are known to be, you know, the city of gold. And this sounds really quite interesting, okay? But what I am so amazed is the speed by which, you know, as soon as the idea took off and all the negotiations being done with, you know, no less than the founder himself, you know, who understood the fact that this opening can be the opening not just of just South Africa, but perhaps even Africa, then I think, you know, that was when I realized that, wow, this is going to be good. Because till then, I've had, what do you call this, speeches from, I've heard, you know, little bits. I haven't met him in person yet, but the fact that he wanted to open about 60 countries and so on, and I thought, wow, South Africa has to be one of them. So congratulations again to the country partner and director of Quantum Metal. We've just received in the group all those beautiful pictures related to the celebration at the Quantum Metal South Africa office. And as for the, you know, I'm so sorry, it is taking longer, but just so excited. The office itself is situated in the heart of Johannesburg, in no less than, is it called Nelson Mandela Square, brother? Yeah, yes. It's no less there. I cannot wait to actually go for the interest. I mean, you know, it is so interesting that just before the pandemic, I already had put my name down, me and my husband and a few of our friends, to actually go to South Africa. And we were trying to, balance and think, okay, should we go or should we not? And in the end, we decided that we cannot go. And wow, it was only about a few days after that the whole world closed. If not, we would have been stuck there for a few months. But anyway, so God works in mysterious ways, I suppose. And then in the end, it wasn't that I had to go there, because I got to know so many South Africans through Zoom, through Quantum Metal. So thank you very much for allowing me to be part of this. But anyway, so now, because we actually are here to listen to Datuk Lim. But before that, I want to introduce you to my leaders who actually introduced me to Quantum Metal, and they're no less than Mr. Alham Jazam and the beautiful wife, MS Nora. We have been, Mr. Alham Jazam, in a couple of other businesses, and I've learned a lot from them. So when this was opened up to me, this opportunity, I was actually looking for something in which is related to gold, in fact, and the opportunity was there. So a little bit about the background of Mr. Alham Jazam. He was, a banker. Okay, he was a banker, and he was on different platforms. He became he's involved in speaking internationally for various platforms as well before. Very, very committed. And, Mr. Alham Jazam has been with the South African group for almost every week, in actually developing the South African group and the leaders in South Africa. So we have now separate groups even for leaders within the South African team. So without further ado, let me call upon Mr. Alham Jazam to join us. Mr. Alham, please.
Thank you, Dr. Zahrin. Is it clear? Okay. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Good evening, everybody. Thanks to Dr. Zahrin for inviting me. First, I would like to thank the organizer, which is the country partner, my brother, Mr. Sabelo Mahlalela, and thank you and welcome to our founder, Datuk Lim. Okay, so he's not on his video yet, but it's okay. I know he's around. Thank you, Datuk, for giving us a chance, which later I will explain and share a story how we started Quantum Metal South Africa. And thank you for attending our senior merchant, Miss Emily. Right, I saw she's there. All right, thank you, Miss Emily. And then fellow colleagues from South Africa. I heard someone from Dubai also on the line now. Mr. Sabelo say it could be someone from Zimbabwe. So be parts of the South African continent. And thank you for coming, for everybody, a fellow consultant from Malaysia, Brunei, and I'm not mistaken, I don't know whether I mentioned any other country. Okay, anyway, thank you, everybody. So we are glad today we are actually have a minor celebration of first anniversary Quantum Metal South Africa. So for information to everybody, Quantum Metal South Africa, we have a journey for 1 year. Okay, let me share something. I remember when the very first time Datin shared with me there's someone from Africa, right? So then we managed to do our first Zoom. Then I heard he wants to know more about the product. We introduced the product. So Mr. Sabelo, which is currently the country partner, started enjoying or exploring the product. Right. Okay. Obviously, when I shared with him, there are two ways of making money or to generate income. First is to enjoy the product. Secondly, is to become a consultant. Then later part, for me, it's very simple. I always use step by step, right? Okay, so after kind of few months, so I explained to Mr. Sabilo. I did mention that there is another way of making money. So then he shared with me, is that another extra way of making money? I shared with him, why don't you bring this fintech company to your country? This beautiful opportunity, whereby if you take a chance, bring this company to South Africa, and obviously, I have not only survey, I study what is Africa, a country of Africa, and in fact, I subscribe a lot of Facebook page purely regarding Africa. So one thing that I mentioned to him, that now everyone can own gold. Right? That was a very beautiful motto. So I'm not going to discuss more. So I noticed that Africa is a rich country, especially in commodity. Right? So now they have a chance to own the gold, in fact, the physical gold. So obviously, before that, I made arrangement to our founder, Dato' Lim, which obviously to expand to 60 countries, all will be done through Quantum Metal Capital. But we did ask permission or special arrangement. We say that we do have a right. We do believe we have the right candidates. After checking Mr. Sabilo background, right? So we convinced, we shared to the management, to the founder, that we have a right party to bring this company to African and beyond. What we're talking about beyond is not only South Africa, but also African continent, which the whole Africa with a population more than 1 billion people. Right? So anyway, when we talk, he got excited. So in fact, I shared with him, Dato' Lim Kom Soon, as a founder, he has a first gold business, first company. And I shared with Mr. Sabilo, do you know that the first company that Dato' Lim has is actually started from Johannesburg, South Africa. That was his first gold company. So why don't we share with Dato'? It's time not to say, I was joking with him that we bring Dato' back home when he first started the gold business. Right? So we are very happy. Even started from Johannesburg as a first company. Now it's back to Malaysia. And then from Malaysia, we are now expanding, which currently I believe this is a very great opportunity, especially for the newcomers. We go through one by one, stage by stage, from nothing to the licenses, to the company setup and everything. It takes few months. It took few months. And lastly, we hope very soon we're going to settle our online payment gateway, which 2 days ago, I met our founder, Dato' Lim. So we have some discussion. And then for me, we have doing a bit quietly. Not many people knows the existence of Quantum Metal South Africa yet. But by today, we should declare to the world, we start sharing to the Facebook, saying that this company is exist, South Africa is exist, and it's time for us to blast and explore African continent market. I think it's a good time. It's a perfect time. Everything is all about timing. I think this is one of the best time for us to explore beyond South Africa to African continent. With that, I just want to say one more thing. congratulations to Mr. Sabelo for the first anniversary of Quantum Metal South Africa. With that, thanks everybody for coming in. So let's share this new market. It's a billion people waiting for us over there. With that, I've spoken to Dato'. Now, with that, I will happily to call Dato', to invite Dato' to share with us what his vision, what he's going to do next together with the South Africa country partner, Mr. Bello. Dato', can we pass it to you? Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Alham, for your introduction, and Mr. Sabilo for your hosting of tonight our first year anniversary. And thank you, Datin, for you to bring Quantum Metal to South Africa through Mr. Sabilo. Okay, I'm very happy tonight I can be with you all to celebrate our first year South Africa Quantum Metal. And with all the people down here with the South Africans team, and I can see some from Malaysia, some from Dubai. So I think it is a good time for us to share what we have done in the South Africa, Johannesburg. This is our office is in Johannesburg, whereby I can share you my story, how I started in the South Africa as my, actually I started in 1997, which was 25 years ago. I visited South Africa, Johannesburg, 1997. So today is a first year anniversary of our Quantum Metal South Africa, and also the 25th anniversary of my first visit to South Africa, Johannesburg. So I started with my e-waste R&D project in South Africa, Johannesburg. Because I want to recover precious metal from the electronic waste. So I have spent from 1997, it took me 5 years for the R&D to come up with a process together with mineral research company, which is I think some from the some engineers from the Mintech. Actually, Mintech, they are mineral research government body. Yeah. So let me see. I actually on my video, you know. Can see my
Yes,
video
Dato'.
now?
Not yet.
Not yet, huh? But I don't know why. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me see. Sorry.
Actually, we can't hear you, Dato. I'm not sure whether you, I don't think you're muted. Oh, you are? Okay.
Okay, sorry, because I use my mobile to log in. Okay. Can you hear now?
Can hear. Wait.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
you.
we can see you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Thank you,
yeah.
Dato'.
Okay. First year anniversary, there is some jack light, yeah. Sorry. Okay. So I started my e-waste recovery project in the Johannesburg way back in 1997. So it took me 5 years to develop the process to recover precious metal from the electronic waste. Then from there, actually I ship out 7 containers of the equipment to Malaysia, Penang, to set up a factory to recover precious metal from the electronic waste. So during my R&D project in South Africa, actually I travel at least 13, 15 times, to Johannesburg. So some of the trip, which was I enter in the morning of the Johannesburg, then I flew back in the evening, because of I have to do some document signing. So even the immigration of the Johannesburg airport also recognized me, He asked me why I enter in this morning, then I leave in the evening. So I told him I smuggled some go out from the South Africa. Okay, all right. So this is my experience in the Johannesburg. Then to me, I miss Johannesburg. So I am going to fly to Johannesburg to meet up with Mr. Sabilo. And I think this is an opportunity for us to develop the market and as an African continent. I think Johannesburg, South Africa is the right place for us to set up our business there, our office there. Okay. Then from there, when I started my business of the e-waste recovery, I recover precious metal from the e-waste. So e-waste recovery is actually a surface mining business. So we can recover not only gold, we can recover platinum, silver, copper, even the tin from the electronic waste. So from there, I ship the powder form of the precious metal to refining company. Like one of them is Perth Mint. So from there, I got the distribution from the Perth Mint as a gold distributor in Malaysia. Then from here, then I wanted to become our bank to become our distributor. So to ask bank to do gold business whereby they know nothing about the gold business, so it took me few years. So I started when I got the distributorship from the Perth Mint, which was way back in 2009. So from there, I keep talking to the bank of the Malaysia Islamic Bank to become contaminated agent. So can you see it's a long journey of this development of the business. It took me from 2009 until 2016. That was the first bank, Islamic Bank, start to become our distributor, start to sell physical gold to our Malaysian market. So it took me 7 years, in order to establish this gold business. Because for the bank, local bank, not only the management, their board, they need to get approved to roll out the business. They have to get our central bank to approve to sell gold in the Malaysian market. So this is our journey until today. So from here, we are going to roll out this business model to the world. So I believe with our partner in South Africa, with the partners in the elsewhere of the countries, we believe we can share our product to more people, to let more people to own gold easily. You can see our slogan of the Quantameter. We are talking about transform your currency to gold. So we want to make it easy for people to transform their currency to gold, and easily transform the gold back to the currency when they need the money. So of course, we have the product, we have the solution. Today, Quantameter, we don't actually sell gold. If you want to buy gold, you just go to the jewelry shop to buy gold. We are not talking about investment either, because investment, you can go to Forex or crypto, or even the share market. Because investment, you may make money, you may lose money. But in Quantameter, we just want to make sure our members, they make money when the gold price is up. When the gold price is down, you just hold to it. So actually, we provide two solutions. One is we want people to recover back your expenses. That is another solution, our slogan, preserve and enhance your wealth. So we preserve in the way of through our GCA, Gold Convert Account. When we talk about the expenses, because everyone individually or the company, they have expenses or overhead. So now what we are trying to do is to make sure your expenses or your overhead of your monthly, daily, you convert to gold. Then from the gold asset that you have, you can draw down 85% cash to pay for your expenses or your overhead. That is where after some years, then of 5 or 8 years to come, you can recover back the expenses or overhead that you have spent. So this is the solution we are providing to the market. Then another product we have is to enhance your asset. Today, if you have intention to buy a kilo of gold, what we need is to ask you to pay for the 10% down payment, which is 100 gram. Then if the 900 gram, actually we allow you a 1 year time to come and buy for the 900 gram. So this is when the gold price goes up. So you are entering into our booking contract for the 1 kilo. And this is a time the booking contract will lock you for two things. Number one is the quantity of 1 kilo. Number two is a gold price of the today. So if let's say next month, when the gold price goes up by 10%, then you make profit from the 1 kilo instead of your 100 gram. So we are talking about enhance your asset, we enhance your profit. So this is our product in the market. So we want to, because today you can see if for the 2 years of the MCO, you can see a lot of companies, whether big companies or the established company, they closed down because they lost their income for the MCO 2 years. So if we can have them to convert their overhead to gold asset and to withdraw cash of 85% to cover their overhead, then I think during the COVID of 2 years, gold price goes up, then they can deduct their 85% cash, then they still have a profits to sustain during the COVID 2 years. So I think from now on, we share to more people about our solution. Then at least we can help more people to recover back their expenses or their overhead. So this is what we can do for the to the market. Yeah. So Mr. Sabilo, tonight I want to thank you for the effort to establish Quantum Metal in the South Africa, and especially in the Mandela Square, which I've been there before. So I would like to go there again. Yeah. So I'm going to bring our consultant, our achiever, to our Johannesburg office to visit South Africa. So this is our plan. Yeah. So Mr. Sabilo, I pass back to you so that maybe we can have some chit chat with your team members. Okay. And thank you, everyone. Okay.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. To our founder, Dr. Lim, and we really appreciate. And I want to say that we are looking forward to welcome you back to South Africa, your home. This is really where the business it's all started. And we are very, very passionate about that you started the business here. And we always do everything that we do, having that in mind, that, our founder and our executive chairman began this journey here in South Africa. And we cannot wait to welcome you back to your home, South Africa. This is your home.
Okay, yeah.
And okay, so I think we come to the point where we can open up opportunities for people who may want to ask some questions and maybe some comments, and just to, I know that one of the things that a lot of people have been asking me about has been about where do you see this business going in the next few years? In other words, your vision, how do you see the globalization of this business? We know that within a period of 5 years that we're told, we are looking at establishing this business in many countries around the world, in fact, in about 60 countries. And also there is also a question that a lot of people ask about the NASDAQ listing, whether, where we are in terms of that process. But really is just to get your thoughts about where do you see this business going in the next few years in terms of the vision, the growth strategy, and then other developments that are taking place that you may want to share with us. We know that there are a lot of innovations and technology that is developing. I know that a lot of people have been asking these questions to say, what are the exciting developments that are taking place in Quantum Metal? I know that very recently we got to learn that there has been an acquisition, acquisition of a gold mining company, where Quantum Metal acquired a significant stake in that company. So these are things that we discuss among ourselves in terms of where is this company going that we are all excited about. Everyone is just excited about Quantum Metal, but we just want to hear from our founder. Where do you see this company in the next few years?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sabilo. You can see our business model. We distribute our gold through 3 channels. Number 1 is through the banks, Islamic Bank in Malaysia. Number 2 is the cooperative. Because Quantum Metal, we joint venture with Asian Cooperative Organization of the 12 countries, whereby we provide the platform to 12 countries cooperative members. Then the number 3 channel is to the retail market through our QBEB members. So you can see this is our distribution of the gold to these 3 channels. This is our downstream activities, all right? So now we have acquired substantial share in the Australia listed mining company, which is Pestra. Now today, they have a huge reserve in actually Bau of Malaysia. So they have a confirmed reserve by a JOR code. JOR code is an international report. So this is our upstream. Today we are going to complete the ecosystem of the upstream and the downstream. And as you can see, actually, Quantum Metal, we are trying to establish our company just like the insurance company. Insurance policy is a long term. And just like you can see Great Eastern or AIA, Great Eastern, they have been more than 100 years old. So Quantum Metal business is the establishment of the gold industry, and it's a revelation of the gold industries. Even some of the mining company, when they talk to them about our solution, then they know that this is something different. So we want to establish this business. We want to make it as long like insurance industries. And it is because when we talk about the GCA, you have to keep it for, because as long as you have the expenses, it is not for short term. As long as you continue to live in this world, you have expenses. So this is a long-term business. Then we can see that by the time we have, that's why I acquire one OTC in the US. Then I inject in the business of the Quantum Metal in this OTC US. Then today, after we audit our June year-end, financial year-end, then we are going to submit for uplift to the NASDAQ. So when we are a NASDAQ listed company, then we will make it as a gold industry, the leading gold industry in the market, to let people have the confidence in the long term of the expenses recovery with us. Yeah, so this is a long-term journey whereby we want to make sure we continue to provide the recovery solution to the market. And by then people know that, oh yeah, when you want to have the gold account, this is Quantum Metal. Just like the Maybank in Malaysia. What about Mr. Sabilo? What is the famous bank in South Africa?
The payment bank is the Absa Bank. Absa Bank.
Absa Bank, is it? So
Absa Bank, yes.
So when we talk about the Go account, then they talk about Quantum Metal. So we want to make it, that is the how we establish our business in the market. Okay, yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Dato, for that feedback. And if I can just give an opportunity for anyone who wants to ask any question from our founder here, please, you can raise your hand. And I see that Brother Sydney from South Africa has raised a hand. Please go ahead, Brother Sydney.
Thank you so much, Brother Sabelo, for the wonderful opportunity and also for the presentation that was made by our founder, Dato Lim. I'm so excited about the business on two levels. I just want to just get to understand, in terms of where we are going, given that we are in an African continent, but also we have got South Africa as I'll say a gateway to Africa, if it is fine to say like that. So and there's so many opportunities. So I just wanted to acknowledge the Quantum Metal University, because for me it will help us a lot in addressing a lot of social ills that we are faced with, inequality, the issue of poverty, and all of that. So I want to ask our founder in terms of how does he see Africa and South Africa transforming and getting support in addressing these social ills to get people to to be owners of assets instead of consumers of products. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Brother Sydney. Let's give it to founder.
Okay, Brother Sydney, thank you for your question. You see, today, quantum meta business model is to share the wealth among the poor and the rich. Yeah. So you can see today when actually we talk about the GAE 1x10. So let's say when the members or investors, when the price is down, then they buy the 1x10. So that is where we distribute the commission to our consultants. All right. Then when the price is up, then the investors or members, they make money from there. So it is a balanced business. And today, when let's say when gold price down again, then he put in the 1x10 again. That is where the consultant make again. So we are talking about, we try to pull the gap between the poor and the rich of a country. So I think then from there, we will educate and we will train our consultant to be profession, to be in the our consultant, which they have the knowledge to talk about our product and not to misleading. And that is where we want to achieve, because of the countries like even the India, the government or the minister, they try to see how to pull, how to bring the gap of the poor and the rich. But I think there must be a solution. So I think this is a solution that we Quantum Metal can provide to the community, because if we have the extra money, you just buy the tenfold of the gold, waiting for the gold price to be appreciated, then you earn 10 times. So when you do that, that is where we share the commissions to our consultants. Then when the gold price goes up, then the investors make from the 1x10. So this is a balanced business. Yeah. So I always said about let's say when I buy insurance, the agent will get the commission, but I only wait. I have to, when I pass away, then only I will get the commission, the claim from the insurance. But I'm not the one who benefit from the insurance. My wife is the one who benefit from the policy, the claim. And if my wife remarried to another husband, then this is, I don't benefit at all from the policy. But in our business, the 1x10, you benefit from it. Then at the same time, you share the commissions to the consultant. So this is a balanced win-win sharing of the prosperity. Yeah. So this is what we can do for the community through Quantum Metal. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Lim. There's another, I see another hand from Ruben Christopher. Please go ahead. You can unmute yourself. Go ahead, Ruben. You can unmute yourself, Ruben. Okay, so I see, okay, we'll come back to Ruben when Ruben is ready. I see another hand from iPhone 12 Pro Max. Please unmute yourself and then you can raise your question.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Hello.
Nice to meet you guys. I just have a few questions.
Introduce yourself and from where? Thank you.
I'm called Hussein Mawanda. I'm from Dubai, though I'm originally from Uganda.
Oh, is that brother Hussein? I met you in Dubai a few days ago.
Yeah, at Truffles, yeah.
Okay, yes, welcome, my brother.
Thank you. So, like, what does it take if someone wants to become like a quantum metal consultant? What does it take? And how much does it cost to pay for 10% of the gold kilo? And like under which circumstances are we, like, how can I say, are we protected, like, from inflation and so on? Like, what I'm trying to mean, like, where do we see ourselves in the like in the future? Yeah, because at times there is so many like companies that come in, like, for example, there is so many companies of like Bitcoins, right? So today is my first time to hear about something like quantum metal. I never knew something of this kind apart from the insurance companies. So how do we get like so much convinced so that we pass on the knowledge and the information to other people? Yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you very much, Mr. Dad.
So, Mr. Sabilo, you want to answer the question of how to become the consultant?
Yeah, okay. So I think what we'll do, thanks a lot, Tato. What I will do with, in fact, I had scheduled to have a detailed session with our brother Hussein. It's just that there was this opportunity that I thought that he should not miss to hear from the founder. But I'm scheduled to have a session with our brother Hussein, where I will really take him through properly on all the products and also all the different questions that he may have. I would suggest that Mr. Hussein, I would just say that Brother Hussein, let me have a session with you so that I can take you through thoroughly on the business, our products, and also really why we're excited about this product that protects, preserve, and enhance our wealth. So if it's okay with you, my brother, let me do that. And then that, I think that would be much more beneficiary if we do it that way. Otherwise, if you have not seen all the details of the business, it will be very difficult for you to deal with, to understand that. So I would really request that we have a session, you and I, and then I will provide more details. And if you still need our founder to really answer any of the questions, we will facilitate that session for you.
Yeah, Mr. Hussein, I would like to explain to you about the future and what we can do about the inflation. Today, actually, the world currency been depreciated, so we don't know also which currency to hold to which currency. So in fact, a piece of gold, we have two elements in a piece of gold. One is the US dollar, the other one is the gold price. So when the US dollar goes up, then the gold price go down. And when the gold price goes up, US dollar come down. So there will be a time both also will go up when there is a crisis, financial crisis, just like the COVID. So both goes up. So you see, I've been asking a lot of youth, youngsters, they start doing this now. For their income, they convert to gold, then they take out 85% cash to pay for their expenses monthly, daily. Then I believe after 15 years, they can have an early retirement, because after 15 years, they have accumulated a lot of gold throughout the years. Then from there onwards, they can actually every day, they just sell their gold, or every month they just sell off their gold for early retirement. So this is, we are talking about how to fight against inflation, how to be a better future, in the kind of, we can use gold as to back up your expenses, then you can have early retirement for youngsters. So Mr. Hussein, he just now mentioned about the future, you see. So we are talking about the future for the youth, for youngsters. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Dato, for that feedback. Let's see, I see also a hand from Ruben. Are you able now to unmute yourself, Ruben, and speak to our founder? Okay, we will then proceed to our sister there, Queen Lady, and that is Noktula, who is one of our pioneers here in South Africa. I don't know whether I saw now the hand has dropped again. I'm not sure if you can speak to us.
I'm still here, my leader.
Oh yes, please go ahead, my sister. I lost you there. Please go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for the lovely opportunity. To our founder, I just want to know, in terms of your ranks, when people are ranking up, will you have incentives that will be coming with the rank besides the percentage that will be earning, but will you have the incentives for us? Because I'm a networker, so obviously with networking, you know, when people are coming into the business, they are looking at maybe going company, taking them wherever, or maybe paying for a certain rank when they reach it. Do you guys have that within the company?
All right. So basically, you are asking about promotions, whether
Promotions, yes.
promotions, certain targets that are set. When you achieve those targets, you are able to get a reward for those. Yeah, let's leave it to our founder, who can respond to that question.
Yeah, we will do that because just like a bank in Malaysia, a lot of the marketing, we support them, we sponsor their marketing activities for the bank. So of course, we are going to have more campaign to promote our business in the South Africa. Just like next month, November, we are going to bring our last year achiever of the Malaysia team to Perth, to visit Perth in the November, next 2 months. So we will throw the campaign actually to our whole international consultant. Then when they achieve certain target, then we will bring them to even our Melbourne. We actually in Quantum Metal Australia, we have a bullion bank license acquired from the authority from Australia, so we can arrange a visit to our Melbourne as well. So we can do that actually. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Just as a follow-up there, is there an opportunity for getting a special promotion for South Africa, just to encourage our team? Now we have finished a 1 year, and I know that the team is fired up, is looking for any promotion, any incentive, any possibility that we can create for South Africa, or the team that is driving the business in Africa. Is there any possibility there for a specific promotion that we can discuss, or whether it will just be the global promotion?
Okay, for we will have our global promotion, Then on top of that, we are going to throw to our South African our company because of for our first year anniversary celebration. We will come out in the promotion probably by next week. Then we will announce it to you. Yeah, Mr. Sabelo. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dato. I can tell you that this is good news for South Africa because I know our team has already been just waiting to hear whether the founder is going to say something along that line. And I can tell you now, we are very happy to hear. This is the good news we've been waiting for. So we will be really looking forward to this particular promotion. Any other question? Any other question just before we close? Any other question, please? Let's just raise our hand, and we have an opportunity to talk to our founder tonight on the first anniversary celebration of South Africa, of Quantum Metal in South Africa. Let's please. Okay, I think we may close. Yes. Okay. All right. Last question.
Sorry,
Yes.
sorry,
Yes,
Brother
please
Sabelo.
go
Can I
ahead.
just take, can I just take this opportunity to just ask one last question, since, you know, it's, even though we met, you know, but just taking this opportunity to have our founder with us to ask this. Okay, Dato, so we actually, I mean, Quantum Metal went through almost a quantum leap last year, right? When you had that from one company, Quantum Metal, Sdn Bhd, to actually to have so many, and then now that you have also the upstream and then downstream, and it's completed the whole ecosystem of Quantum Metal. So do you see any more changes to the corporatization, you know, exercise that Quantum Metal is going through, or is this going to be it? You know, the entities that are now, is there going to be any more changes, exciting changes that we can hear, you know, in the next few months or so, or are you just concentrating on the NASDAQ, Dato?
Okay, all right, thank you, Datin. Actually, Quantum Metal, we are always talking about how to strengthen, how to be established in our gold industry, and as a leader gold industries. Yeah. So beside NASDAQ, we are going to have our we want to easily let you have your gold convert cash to your bank. So we are going to come up with the master Quantum Metal master card, so that when in the midnight, so when you do your GCA, the GCA cash can straightaway instantly go to your master debit card, so that you can use it anytime. So this is another achievement that we're going to have. So when we start with the MasterCard, this is for Malaysian. Then next we will do the Visa card for international members. So we will issue Quantum Metal MasterCard, then Quantum Metal Visa card. So this is to facilitate our GCA, so that they can get their cash easily. Then the next, we are, you see, in the NASDAQ, we are talking about, we are not a gold trading company. We are the apps, whereby with our apps, we have 30 million, 50 million users with billion US dollar transaction. That is where you will see our share value will be keep increasing. So this is what we want to achieve. Because I believe, like Facebook, their share value is about $300 over per share. Then Quantum Metal, we want to achieve at least $100 per share in, say, 3 years from now. So we will create more user in the short period of time. I target to achieve 50 million user in, say, 2024, 50 million user, because it's just like e-wallet. Actually, e-wallet compared to our apps, e-wallet, when you top up $100, you use $100, balance is 0. But Quantum Metal apps QM Go, when you top up $120 of Go, when you spend $100, your balance is still $120 of Go. So this is a big difference. This will create an impact for our market. So this is what we want to achieve. Okay.
Thank you, Dato'. Exciting
Okay.
development. Thank you.
Okay.
This is exciting news that we have received tonight. And we really thank you, Dato', especially about the MasterCard, the Visa card development. I think this is what is going to, a lot of people will be very happy to hear, because a lot of people always talk about how do we really withdraw our money? How do we access the money in a most efficient manner? So with the card, it's going to be very, very exciting. So thank you so much, Dato', for that feedback, and also about the prospects of the shares, once the company has been listed at Nasdaq Stock Exchange. I think that is really what we are looking for. All right, we are now at 8 minutes past 1 o'clock Malaysian time, 8 minutes past 7 o'clock. Am I right? 1 o'clock Malaysian time? Yes. 7 o'clock South African time.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I think we are now at a point where we should be closing the session, unless really there is another important question or maybe important comments before we close. I just want to, if I can give one person the last chance, and then we will then give it to our founder just to maybe to just give us a concluding remark, and then from there, then we will be closing this session. So if there's anyone who wants to make one last comment or question, that is the opportunity now that is given to that person. All right, and then we will then give it to our founder just to give a closing remark, and then we will then close this session. Any person who wants to make one last comment or last question, please raise your hand, and then we will recognize you. All right.
Brother Sabelo, I can just talk through. I have not raised my hand. Just to say thank you so much for the wonderful support that you as a leader in South Africa, you are supporting us. We really appreciate it. And just for also just giving us an opportunity to bring the founder to talk to us. It's not a very easy thing to get one of the leaders to talk to us on the ground. And in actual fact, it brings so much confidence, and it also shows, a lot about the culture of the organization. So we are at the right place, and I would like to thank you so much for always thinking about, the people that you lead more than just thinking about yourself. And to all the people who are here, we are ready to, make an impact, not only in South Africa, but all over the world, including Africa. So thank you so much. And thank you so much also, I must just say, to the leaders that are supporting us on a week in, week out basis. They are always there, supporting us with presentation. I mean, knowledge is so key, and they are always there for us. So we really want to extend a vote of thanks from this side. And thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, Brother Sydney. And we really, appreciate the feedback that we're getting from everyone. And I just want to now give it to our founder just to give his concluding remarks on this day, which is a historical day, the first year anniversary of Quantum Metal in South Africa. And really, we want just to give it to our founder, just a last comment, and before we then close.
Thank you, Mr. Sabelo. Quantum Metal management will always enhance and give support to our business partners and our consultant. Just bear with us. We are going to improve and enhance our system, our support. In our business, actually, we are talking about the 2S. One is a solution. Solution is our product. Then after we provide solution to the market, then we talk about the service. So we will improve our service, because today we are talking about if we want to go reach out 60 countries. So what we are doing now is we want to improve our customer service. Today we have formed members care unit to cater for our members inquiries, all this. Yeah. So again, we are talking about the establishment of the new industry, establishment of the Go industries in the revolution way. So I believe with the consultants' effort to share to more people about what we can do for the economic recovery, we provide a solution. I think we can do better and we can grow faster and we can establish even better. So I would like to establish as a strong company. At least we talk about sustainability. We want to have the successor plan. At least this will be a 100 years company. But as we said, today Quantum Matter also 10 years anniversary. We talk about 1 time 10. Then our target is to achieve a 100 years company. So this is our vision that we can share and we can achieve. So thank you, Sabiro, for tonight's session, and Datin and Mr. Alham for the past contribution, which make us until today. So I believe we can go further with your team. Then we will meet up with you soon in the Johannesburg. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay.
Thank you so much, Dato, for really the wonderful words, the concluding words. And at this point in time, I want just to thank everyone who has made this session a success. I want to thank the South African team. In fact, it is really not a South African team, because it's a global team. We have a lot of people from different countries who are already part of our team, from Zimbabwe, from the Democratic Republic of Congo, from Malawi, from India, from Germany, from UK. They are already part of our team, from Dubai. So there are a lot of from India. They are already part of our team. So we are growing very well as a team, and I want to thank everyone who has made it possible to be here. And I also want to thank everyone from different countries around the world who are here tonight. And you can see this is a global business, to have a lot of people from different countries around the world. I also want to thank our co-hosts who have been helping me to manage this session. Dr. Zahourine, my dear sister and my dear friend, I really appreciate your presence. I also want to thank Mr. Alham Jazam, who we work every day together, and on every week we make presentations. And we really thank you for your time, your effort, your sacrifices. Most of your presentations are done midnight. So in Malaysian time, we really thank you for that, your commitment to us, and we really appreciate. I want to thank also all the leaders who are here, Miss Emily and other leaders who are here, and those I have not mentioned by name. We recognize you and we thank you, we love you, and we really appreciate your support for this business. So really, and lastly, once again, I want to thank our founder, Dato Lim, for all the support that you are giving us in South Africa, in the African continent, for creating the capacity in Quantum Metal to work with us whenever there are issues, to resolve those issues for us. We really appreciate that. The reason South Africa is where it is today is because of your support, and also the operational team that is there to make it easy for us to do business. So we really, really appreciate, and we thank for the time for everyone who have made it. So we now come to the end of the session at 17 minutes past 7 o'clock South African time. And we really thank you. And we are looking forward to another year. We will be posting some of, in fact, I just want to check whether we cannot take a picture. We can open up our videos. This is such a historical day that let's take a picture. If it is possible, just to open your videos. Let's not miss this opportunity to take a picture tonight. Let's see whether we can do that. Let's open up our videos, please. Let's take this picture. We will post it. We will share it. Okay, those who can make it, please, you can open your videos. I am going to now, count to 1, 2, 3, and then I take a picture. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what is the sign for Quantum Metal? Is it what do you do? Is it this sign? Is it what is the sign of excitement that represent Quantum Metal?
Just do this.
Yes, we'll do this.
Yeah,
Okay, let's do
okay.
that. But I won't be able to do it myself, but I will just,
Okay.
okay, but if you can do it,
Okay.
please do that. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, all right, sorry, let me also get to other, because we've got 2 slides. Please, can we do for the other, please, can we, on the second one, I don't see, no, I don't see the images. Okay, it's fine. We will then deal with the one that we have. Okay, all right, thank you so much for that. I will share this in record. This is a record for us for our first anniversary. And thank you so much for your time, and you have a wonderful morning in Malaysia, and you have a wonderful evening in South Africa. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
All right,
Bye.
thank you so much.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Thanks, everybody.
Bye,
Thanks,
everyone.
Dato'.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Okay.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks,
Thank
Dato'.
you, Dato'.
Okay.
you so
Thank you,
much.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.